Imagine if you stick to a system for a whole year, what could happen? Here's gold, here's NASDAQ, the back test. Here's Bitcoin, the back test. 43% drawdown, 117,000% return, 43% max drawdown, 58% profitable trades, average trade 65%. So I didn't have this system until midway through 2024, and I didn't follow it. I didn't have um I didn't have conviction. It was new, and also I was attached to doing things in a certain way. I was attached to, let's put the SMA on. Let's be blue. I was addicted to trading, so I wasn't ready to trade, but yeah, here we are. In 2025, I'm coming in with this system. My plan is to trade it. You guys know I've been talking about it. I've got crypto bots trading, which is a different strategy. But this is as simple as, and it's no guarantee buying, and waiting for things to happen, man. Let's look at Solana. I think if we just change one small thing, it's gonna like here for Solana. If this is at 10, yeah. So there's a little dip right here. This worked. This was profitable, but there's a little buy on September 12. Look how wide this stop is. It's because the 10-day ATR here. Yeah, it makes sense. It's crazy. Look at this. Simply buying here. Like I said, with these settings, it gets out at 100, which is fine. But buy at September 12th at 20. Add here, add here, add here. Add here, add here. Add in advance, you get stopped out at 150. The initial position was at 18. It's almost a 10x. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positions. That's wild. So I didn't have that coming in. And for most of the year, not a lot happened. And that's the way it's going to be. This isn't like trade all the time. This is what the bots are for. This is a couple good trades. Here's how ETH did. From last September, bought at 1500 and it got stopped out at 3100. So about a double. Bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positions. Is that going to happen again? I don't know. But we have certain filters to help us not trade here. And there's this So one of the main questions for myself and other people is like, which assets should I trade? I prefer to just trade crypto. I don't know. I've dabbled with trading the indices. And man, US 100, it would have worked. Um, I'm gonna set the ATR look back to 100. Where is it? We can't act like this wouldn't have been insane. Buying here, here, stopped out up here. Okay. Or gold, man. This is what I wanted to do, but I didn't really have the rules. And again, I wasn't ready. I was kind of gambling. But where is it? Which day was it? I actually did buy gold on this day right here. And then I closed it like right in here for a $5,000 gain. And I had this vision of this being the year of gold. And it would have been hundreds of thousands of dollars to hold it. So my intention coming into 2025 is to trade the system to the best of my ability and to err towards, if possible, trying to hold on with the idea that yes, there's bear markets. Yes, there are bear markets, but the money supply is set to just keep going higher over time. They had a big pullback here. The money supply is set to keep going higher. And most years it's good just to be long. So where am I right now? I shared this the other day. I wasn't gonna trade manual, but the bots that I'm in were net short on this day, and I was like, I can't have that. This when the signals is going, why not just trade? Oops. Uh, why not just trade it? So we see we have a buy on this candle on this day, and it auto-generated stop right down here. Is my stop in the right place? Yeah. And then same thing with Solana. And same thing with Bitcoin. Now imagine I had traded Bitcoin this year. Honestly, not a lot would have happened. There would have been a breakout long in February, and it would have, yeah, not really worked that great actually, the way the system is set up. It just didn't trigger the exit. But this, though, where it's buying at 54 and it's buying at 65 and it's buying again at 66 and it's buying again at 70 and then all the stops are advanced to 84. There's the potential to make a lot of money. Now, part of it though is like what's going to perform well next year, right? Let's look at XRP. XRP is one of them that I guess I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm sorry for making fun. It looks like with these settings, it actually would have TP'd up here at 28780. The TP is, you know what the TP is set to? 25 risk reward. So bought down here. And you know what's crazy is I actually bought on this day. I did. I bought right here. I never trade XRP, but I didn't hold it. It's outperforming. I mean, it's coming for a new high. What's next though? Do I think XRP is gonna go 500% from here? Mm, probably not. I don't have a method of finding the best one, of like what's gonna be the sleeper coin. Oops, let's look at Pepe. Pepe is another one that seriously outperformed. Although it had this failed breakout and is kind of dying off. BNB is another one. I just choose to pick like the biggest, best ones and try to stick with those. BNB did pretty good. It had these buys in February. Yeah, BNB did great. It had a buy in February at 353. And where's this other buy? Why did the stop loss advance here? And then it had a breakout buy. It advanced its stop to 612. So it bought at 353 and stopped at 612. It got 100x, or I mean 100%. It doesn't always work. I mean, we could have a year where we have this, but I have this, which I'm going to show you. I have the bots, and then I really like this 200 moving average filter, which it removes a lot of the trades, but in this event, it removes a lot of the losing trades, where now we don't trade the bear markets, and we still catch a lot of the big things. You see here where there's 5 sell arrows? It's because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buys, and this is the average buy. There's 2,900, and they all get stopped in profit. That's why. And then it wouldn't have traded in here, just does nothing. Would have done nothing in here. I'm a really big fan of the 200 moving average filter. It doesn't necessarily improve the backtest, actually. Here we actually had a greater drawdown, turning this on and half the return. It's interesting. Gold looks pretty good with it. NASDAQ. We see less return, but now the drawdown's only 27%, which is an improvement. But you see how it keeps you out of this. And something I fear as a possibility, and it's good to be afraid, but if we go back, let's turn off the trades. We go back here to this. This 200 moving average filter is a lifesaver, right? And say your asset selection's bad. You pick, I don't know, what's something that kind of died? Peloton. Oh, it had a breakout actually. Interesting. Yeah, it had a breakout here on earnings. Okay. And had a significant increase. But it had a losing trade here. When you have the filters on, it only took one trade in 3 years of decline, which is pretty great. I'm wondering I guess it's not showing buys because this 200 moving average thing is actually filtering out the initial trades. But just to show you what it looks like, Actually, it wouldn't have taken too many trades in here anyways. It would have. I mean, yes, it would have. Losing trade, losing trade, losing trade, losing trade, losing trade. With the filter on, 93% drawdown, and you're down 90%. Without the filter, let's turn the filter on. The moving average filter. 23% with a max 40% drawdown. And it doesn't count this. So it might actually be in profit. Because it doesn't look at I don't believe, yeah, it doesn't look at closed trades. So this could actually be in profit after this trade. And I'm kind of surprised. But how much is Peloton down from the initial price? 68%. Also, how much is it down? What would be the max drawdown to buy and hold? Would be 94%. So this is what the 200 moving average is really doing, saving you from, say ETH does this. What's another one we could look at? Zoom's probably similar. Is Zoom not in the NASDAQ or whatever? Okay. Okay, same thing. Let's look. Here we're actually, the net profit is 72% with a max drawdown of 30%. That's pretty solid. Look, it caught this move, had a loss here, and then it didn't trade from March 2021 until September 2023. So almost 3 years. Had 1, 2, 3 losses, and then again, it's actually it's not yet counting this as a win. So it'd be even more, but what would happen if we were to turn off this filter? Now suddenly, okay, it makes a lot more here, but there's a lot more losing trades in here. It has a greater return now, but the drawdown is also much more. So yeah, this would be better. And I would also be okay with, in theory, if there's not 200 days, you could take the trade. You could take these breakouts, so the return would actually be better. You only turn on this filter when there's a 200 days of price action. So even if you miss out on some trades, it's gonna save you from this sort of a thing from 2013 to 2016. Gold's in a really nasty bear market, and it mostly keeps you out. And also the 90s, I know there was a really bad bear market in the 80s, right? Yeah, 80s keeps you out. So I'm not trading for income in 2025. I'm not trying to make a dollar today. I don't care. I'm not trying to make money every day. I'm trying to plan a system and capture the possibility of some bigger moves and protect myself from the downside. Um, why is Solana not? Okay. What? Why is it not? Solana? Is the filter? Is it the moving average is kind of screwing things up? 9. I want the 200. Um, what? Why is it not length? What am I missing here? On the weekly. Okay, that's why it's not generating trades. Interesting, negative. But again, it's not counting. It's not doing this. So for Solana, I want the breakout buy to look at 10 days. And I do want those moving average filters, but in the back test, at the beginning, I want to take trades regardless. So now we caught this first move. Okay. So what is it showing now? Okay, 600% gain. And that said, I did take these entries again. I don't know if they're gonna work. You never know if they're gonna work. Happy trading, y'all. Much love. Peace.